Platonic love. Desire that cannot be satisfied. Plato once said that we only love what we want and we only want what we don't have. It is Platonic love. In his time, people already felt the devastating emotion we are all too familiar with today, permanent dissatisfaction with life. It's like we're always missing something, whether other people envy us or we have something to complain about. There is a constant void inside us that we don't know how to fill. This feeling occurs most often in romantic relationships. There are so many people who idealize love. They need it to be perfect in the right amount. This nostalgic romance, this love of falling in love, and not with anyone in particular, is what makes us feel constantly unsatisfied. This idea of love is not based on reality. Rather, it is based on imagination, on what could be or could have been. In the rare case where Platonic love leads to a relationship, the person feels excited, intoxicated. It covers the emptiness that has caused them to suffer so much. The problem is that over time they begin to lose interest and return to the same Platonic dynamic they are so used to, wishing for something unattainable and reveling in their suffering. Lust and pleasure. There are so many people who find joy only in desire. Longing, dreams, hopes and idealization are what keep them going. But when they actually get what they want, they get bored. Once they've had what was supposed to make them feel complete, there is no more room for desire. This is typical of Platonic love. They find something real and incomplete and it never meets the expectations they had when they longed for it so much. They end up running away, escaping in search of a new dose of longing and desire. Because that's what really makes them feel alive. Even though they suffer, it's sweet and addictive. They think there should be something better out there. If not, they still haven't found it yet and are continuing their search. We often think that happiness is found somewhere else. If we could only find where it was supposedly waiting for us, the dissatisfaction would go away. But finally we understand that it is not so. In fact, we already have everything we need to feel complete. If we only knew how to change just a few things in our daily lives, those that rarely cost money, we wouldn't have to look for happiness elsewhere. The problem is that we are afraid to make these changes. They make us feel anxious and insecure, and then we cling to what could have been instead of creating our own reality. Learn to love what you have and fight Platonic love. It's perfectly normal to want something you don't have, and in most cases it's a positive source of motivation. But when the desire becomes a need and leads to pain and suffering, you are stuck and begin to feel empty, unsatisfied. Paradoxically, this lifestyle does not allow you to live. You are not free, but a slave to an idea of how you think your life should be. That's why it's important to learn to love what you have, whether it's your relationship, job, friends or home. There are many positive things in all the things that other people would like to have for themselves. You have to wipe the stains of routine and disillusionment off your glasses, change your lenses, and voluntarily change the aspects of your life you don't like. That way you can fight Platonic love. Do it with as much hope as possible. If you are able to appreciate and be grateful for every day you live, then you will stop missing the things you never had. You learn to live in the present and be content with what happens. You accept adversity and get something positive out of every experience. Stop letting your mind wander to the future, constantly complain about your life. Stay where you are, take a risk and change what you don't like about your life. But don't yearn for perfection or impossible dreams that will never come true. What you already have is perfect, so why not start taking advantage of it?